Hey man, Boosie know him and his cousin was the ones who was really plotting on Duke the Jeweler, man. They should have left that man alone. He had $1 million worth of jewelry and he was just trying to put Boosie on. But you see how they did him? You see how you could get crossed, man. You gotta watch the people that's close to you. I know Boosie and his cousin realized what they did with Duke the Jeweler. They was wrong for that. They was wrong for that, man. Y'all gotta be careful because at the end of the day, y'all gotta understand these rappers will snake anybody to get whatever they want, man. They don't got no type of loyalty. They don't got no type of morals or nothing like that, man. The rappers, they will tell on you. They will cross out their best friend. You see what they doing? A lot of these rappers be going down and catching Ricos for sliming out their own best friend, for setting up their own friends and everything like that, man. For their jewelry, for their money, because of the girl that they with, all of the above, man. The material things, the envy, the jealousy, and the greed just keep going on with most of these rappers. And this is the reason why Boosie got involved in that whole entire thing from Duke the Jeweler, man. You got to think about what's really going on, man. They in Texas and Louisiana. Boosie clicked up with Jay Prince Jr. and them. They told him to bring Duke the Jeweler to the dice game because they know that he got more money than Boosie. He making more money than Boosie, but with the jewelry, he never had to be a rapper or a ball player. Pay attention to this, y'all. They want you to be a rapper or a ball player. Let me tell you how Duke the Jeweler was making millions of dollars and he didn't have to do none of that. He was selling ice chains, man. Shout out to Duke the Jeweler and RIP to Duke the Jeweler and Takeoff. I want to send my condolences to everybody that's a fan, the whole family that's affected by this because we getting down to the bottom of it. We gonna get justice for Duke the Jeweler. We gonna get justice for Takeoff, Young Dolph, and everything. So if y'all rocking with all of them, I want y'all to subscribe to the channel and comment down below and let me know where y'all from and who you rocking with because at the end of the day, man, a lot of these rappers, they signed, they got bosses. They can't just make their own moves, man. They told what to do. A long time ago when these rappers was broke, they signed, they name papers that says that this boss could tell him everything to do. So if they tell him we need $1 million, they're going to have to bring $1 million. If they say this person got to get set up, they got to do that, man. And at the end of the day, everybody knows they was looking at Boosie and his cousin and everything like that. The 19-year-old. One thing y'all got to realize is that with Boosie making these millions and millions of dollars, but he didn't move the right way. He lost all of that, man. Boosie made millions and lost it all because spending it on the designer, spending it on chains and everything like that. Didn't want to spend no money into the business, but wanted to spend it to look good and make it flex on y'all so you could come and pay tickets to go to his show. Everything is a finesse, man. Y'all getting finessed by these rappers for the longest time. And I want y'all to understand how all these people that end up getting dropped by these rappers, all these people that end up getting set up and when these rappers around. Y'all gotta understand these rappers are doing a lot of stuff that they gotta do to get this money because they be paying. They gotta pay a lot of stuff. They gotta pay Uncle Sam. They gotta pay everybody, man. And at the end of the day, they taking these bad deals, man. These rappers taking these bad deals and signing their name on these certain things and clicking up with certain people is what's making it to where they got to set up their friends. They got to set up people in their group, man. You see what happened with Quavo and Takeoff? Takeoff was trying not to even be in the limelight. Takeoff didn't want to play in the dice game. You see how all them videos came out. Takeoff never played in the dice game. Boosie and Quavo and everybody, they the ones who keep enticing people. Yeah, come to this dice game. We gonna be in this mansion, man. We gonna be chilling with Jay Prince Jr. It's gonna be all sorts of people there. So they get them interested. They say, yeah, you know what? You ain't even gotta play. We gonna have the females there for you. We gonna get you with the brides. We gonna get you with the Instagram baddies, the models, and everything like that, right? So they entice them. They make all these promises. They make all these false promises. And then by the time they get there, the whole play is being ran, man. The whole play is being ran. What y'all know about how Duke the Jeweler had $650,000 cash on him because he was selling the jewelry to all the rappers inside when he was meeting up with Jay Prince Jr. and them? And he sold the chains to some of they boys, man. He sold the chain to some of they hustlers. The hustlers was buying the chains off of Duke the Jeweler. That's what had him get so much money on it. But guess what? It was a controlled buy. They actually sent the whole man in there like the undercovers do to buy the chain off of Duke the Jeweler just so that he could show him what he got in the jewelry case, man, because he said he's not pulling out that $1 million jewelry case unless it was somebody like Boosie or somebody that's about to up a bag and spend $500,000 with Duke the Jeweler. Once they got the inside guy to actually get the chain off of Duke the Jeweler, he opened up the case and he showed him everything that's in that jewelry box. Then they went and reported that to Boosie, J. Prince Jr. and everything like that, man. By the end of that day, by the time that dice game was over with and that concert came around, they knew that they was going to have to set him up at that concert, man. They let him win all that money at the dice game. If y'all didn't hear what happened at that dice game, the folktale, the word on the street is that Duke the Jeweler ran J. Prince Jr.'s pockets for like $1 million, man, for $800,000. He kept hitting them 7, 11, 7, 11. He played them at their own game. They thought that they was able to take the towel and roll out the trick dice. But he paid close attention to it and made sure that they couldn't use them trick dice. He said, "No, I want you to shake the dice before you roll it. You can't just hold it in your hand and place it to be exactly the number that you want." Duke the Jeweler was paying attention to what was going on, man, but it was too late. It was too late. He already won so much money. But by the end of that day, by the time that dice game was over with, they knew they was going to set him up at the concert. That's why they gave him the VIP ticket to the concert the night before. They closed off that parking section. Y'all remember, Duke the Jeweler pulled up. Boosie, he was right. Duke the Jeweler was right behind Boosie. Boosie went into the parking lot first because it was his concert and he's the artist. The security let him go. The security closed the gate right after Boosie came in and Duke the Jeweler pulled up. He said, "Hey, I'm with him." Then that's when they say, nah, homie. This is for artists only. We know Boosie an artist. You are not an artist. You got to go park in that dark corner alley underneath the parking garage. So guess what? That's where he ends up getting set up. After he walking back from the dressing room and he done seen the concert, they done kicked it in Boosie's whole entire place in the backstage for a minute. Then the next thing you know, he walking back to the car. He walking back in that parking garage in that dark alley where they put him. You got to remember, they wouldn't let Duke the Jeweler park in the VIP where there's security and the valet. What they did is they made him park outside on the side alley, and that's where the dudes ran up on him. This whole thing, you could see it coming from a mile away, man. The security was in on it. Boosie, his cousin, they being looked at. Everything is allegedly, everything for entertainment purposes. But at the end of the day, y'all got to be careful out there, man. You cannot trust nobody. You got to pay attention to who you putting your trust into, because them people, them the ones that's going to get you snaked. Them the ones that's going to get you set up. At the end of the day, a lot of people that smile in your face, they haters behind your back, man. They be talking behind your back. They be trying to plot on your downfall. They waiting on your downfall, man. And this is the thing that be happening with all these rappers. That's why they keep having all these problems. That's why they keep getting all this bad karma from all the people that they set up in order to get to the top, man. This is the things that be going on, and it happens all the time, man. And so people got to call them out for it, man. People got to pay attention to what these broke rappers is doing. When these rappers start hurting, they will do anything to get a bag or to clear up whatever situation it is. They will tell on you. They will get you taken out. They will get everything, man. They will drop the location, whatever it is, man, because at the end of the day, the loyalty is not real. The loyalty is not real. The rappers and stuff, a lot of these dudes, they watch the street guys. They never was in it. And so they might have not learned from the big, real OGs about the loyalty, the way the game works and everything like that. Most of these rappers, they grew up in the mid-2000s. They wasn't even around in the 90s when the OGs was actually out trying to educate the youth on how to move as a grown man. So basically, watch out for everything that's going on. Watch out for these broke rappers. That's why everything keep happening when these rappers start going broke. This is the reason why Boosie had to sell all of his cars to get the $1 million in 48 hours. Some of them cars was worth over $1 million, but because Boosie drove it every day and he beat him up and his son ran it out of gas so many times, the value went down and he had to take a big L, a big loss, and all of that, man, just to come up with that $1 million in 48 hours. And it wasn't even for him to keep. He had to give it up to the boss man. He had to give it up to the people that was putting the pressure on Boosie. Boosie got bosses too. A lot of people claim that they basically self-made and that nobody tell him what to do. But why is it that y'all always answering to these bosses behind the scenes? These bosses that be hiding behind the curtain. They be hiding behind the doors and everything like that. And they be basically making these rappers they puppets and making them do all these weird things. That's why you be seeing all these weird things going on with these rappers, Lil Baby and all them things, man. And at the end of the day, y'all gotta subscribe to the channel.